A couple of months ago, I went with my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Sasha, to Germany so we could do the Guitar Summit. Our favorite thing from that show, I think, was the Volta booth. Not because Salvatore is very cool and very nice and we had cheese and wine there. I'll post that video in a second, you should see it. But because he showed us two new pedals. One of them is this one. Today, we look at the JailBreaker, which is not a Bluesbreaker pedal. Not what Marshall did. It's what Marshall did, but a few years back. This is the Bluesbreaker amp in a box. Today we look at the JailBreaker from Volta. What is up? YouTube. My name is Buddy Blues and it's Small Business Tuesday. On a Tuesday? Today we go to Italy and we see our dear friend Salvatore. He runs Volta. Salvatore, I've said this on this channel many times, and I posted a video. I'll link it right here. I posted a video when we went to Germany. I had a very long conversation with him. He showed me his stuff. He showed me the new. He showed me his stuff. He showed me the new pedals that he has. He showed me the booth that he had. Man, it is a joy to be around this guy because A, I think he's clinically insane, and B, he's just such a lovely dude. What do you mean by clinically insane? Watch that video. Watch that video about the delayed pedal that he made. It's about to be released anytime now. Unreal stuff. The delay pedal and this. Personally, I like them equally. I like this and the delay pedal equally. We gave more time to the delay pedal because it was, oh my God, new and shiny. And this kind of, I felt like it got the background. It does not deserve the background, it deserves the limelight. What have we got? By the knobs, you see it's very Marshall themed. We said it's a Bluesbreaker amp made famous by Eric Mayer. Who is Eric Mayer? Like some accountant at a bank. Eric Mayer in Ohio. Made famous by Eric Johnson. Oh, me. Made famous by Eric Clapton and John Mayall, literally the most famous guitar player on earth, and I got that one wrong. Made famous by Eric Clapton and John Mayall from the Beano album. Let me tell you what we've got. On the top, let me tell you about the knobs and then I'll tell you how they work. Drive, tone, level, hot drive, and hot level. We'll get to that in a second. We have 3 switches and all of them are 2 of them are 3-way switches. 1 of them is a 1-way switch. First one says tight. I'm going to zoom in a bit. This one right here. And you can see that it has X minus on the top. In the middle, it has XX. And on the short, all the way down, it has minus minus. Tight is your bass response. So when it's in the minus minus, it's off for both channels. We'll talk about the channels in a second. Be patient. That means you're going to get full bass in both channels, normal and hot. In the middle, you have XX. That means on the normal channel, X, the first X, it's engaged, it's tight. You get tighter bass. And on the right, on the hot, you also have tighter bass. On the top, you have X and minus, meaning the normal channel gets the tight bass, but the hot channel does not. Cool. Mids, straightforward. All the way down is off. Middle is a little bit of mids. All the way up is a lot of mids. Mojo, coolest switch about this whole thing. Mojo, when it's engaged, when it's up, you're engaging essentially. You have to think of this as the amp. You have to think of this as the amp. Everything on this works like it works on the amp. Mojo essentially engages the power section of the amp, the power tube section of the amp, and it drives those. The preamp, you can crank the heck out of a preamp. You can get it all the way up and then keep the master low, but it's fine on an amp, I'm saying. The preamp can handle it. The power section can't. What happens when you drive the power section? You collapse the whole thing. The whole amp collapses upon itself and you get that sag, that classic plexi Marshall sag. One switch, you don't have to fiddle with any knobs and you have to deafen yourself. One switch and you get that. Notice when I have it in the up position, when I dig in the pick, on the pick, with the pick, damn it, when I dig with it, it just sags. The note is like caught and then released. Love that. Okay, 2-foot switches. Now we get to talk about the channels. 2-foot switch, on and off, turns the pedal on and off. This engages the hot channel and not. Think of it this way. You know the good old Bluesbreaker, you know the good old JTM 45 and all Marshalls that have 4 inputs. When you click that, you're essentially doing the bridge, you know, the patch cable thing. You're essentially doing that. So is it a 2-channel pedal? Not really, because the amp itself wasn't 2 channels. Yeah, it had 2 channels, normal and bright, but you couldn't engage them at the same time. You had to bridge them to engage them at the same time. That's what that is. So when it's on, you get your hot drive and your hot level. Now, all of this reacts with each other. So you can have the drive here on 0 and the hot drive on high, on max. You can have this on 0 and then the normal drive on max. Different flavors, mix, blend, enough talking. His pedals are always, there's a lot going on. That's why I always talk a lot, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. Enough blah, blah. I want to keep the humbucker-ish flavor going, but I also want to have you hear some single coil type stuff. So right now I'm going to go with my PRS Studio. At the beginning I played the Les Paul. Victory MK Clean. MK Clean for a purpose, for a reason. I want it to be clean. I want a clean platform. I want you to hear how this kind of turns it into a plexi, rather than I'm gonna plug into my Victory Sheriff, which is plexi heaven. Boss Tube Apex Expander, let's get to it. Ciao a tutti, ciao amici, ciao Italia. Buongiorno Italia del spaghetti al dente. See, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the JailBreaker from Volta from Salvatore. A great piece of kit, as the British would say. A remarkable pedal. It feels like an amp. And again, I do encourage you to watch that video that I did an interview with him at Germany when he released this. He goes into depth about his passion, how he does things, why he does things. It's a very good watch. I encourage you to watch it. And you see Sasha offering cheese throughout the whole video and not working. Always a pleasure doing videos for Volta, for Salvatore. He really is a lovely guy. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Is this your first Small Business Tuesday? Let me tell you what that is. Hold on. Hold your horses. Here's what we do with Small Business Tuesday. We like to lift companies that are smaller in the industry, in the music industry, mostly guitar stuff. We like to take those companies, lift those up, shine the light on them, and be their voice, really, because they're the small businesses that are really driving this whole economy. It's everything around the big guys that really makes the big guys bigger. Anyway, we're not going to get into any of the micro politics of how this industry works. Small businesses are the reason you and I are here. They're the ones that deserve the voice the most. And my name is Buddy Blues. If you like this video, consider liking. If you didn't like this video, it's okay. Nuke Italy. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. It really helps the channel. I'm trying to hit 25,000 by the end of the year. Is that possible? Honestly, probably not. But you know what? A man can dream, because this is here, America. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where I am. The land of freedom and the land of dreams. I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time, buy yourself one of these, or buy two. Keep one, give one for Christmas. Guess what? It's the holidays coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time. Thank you for watching.